Okay, welcome to the first video in our 9-part video tutorial series regarding the Landlord Cash Flow Analyzer Pro software from Doug Rutherford. Um, First section I want to talk to you about is the home button right here. This takes you to the input screen, which has three sets of buttons on it. Now, when you load the program into your computer, it sits on a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. That is the chassis behind this program. And it's going to ask you if you want to enable macros. And you definitely want to enable the macros because that is going to allow the full functionality of the program. Let me show you what I mean. To get around the program, there are three ways to migrate. First off, you've got this row of buttons up on top here. Second are these buttons right here on this main screen. And then finally down the bottom, because it is an Excel spreadsheet, there are tabs for each worksheet with the names appearing right on them. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Right now we're sitting on the home screen. As you can see, we're clicking the home and we're staying right where we are. If you click on the input data screen, the second button at the top, you'll see it takes you right over here to this page. Let me jump right back to the home. Now if I put my cursor down under the Start Here button, you'll see that there's an input data screen button here as well. If I click on that, it takes me right back to that same screen. I'll jump back to home, and down here in the bottom on the tabs is the input data tab for that work page. You click right on it and it takes you right back. So you can see there are three ways to get around the program. If you did not enable the macros, these two sets of buttons, the top one and the one here in the middle on the page, will not work properly. Sometimes certain buttons will work, others will not, and the program will not run the way it's supposed to. You can still get around by using these tabs down here on the bottom, but it really doesn't, you lose a lot of the effectiveness of the program by not enabling the macros. So make sure you do that. Now, another thing I want to bring to your attention is that because it is a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, what Doug Rutherford, the designer of this program, has done is he's hidden a lot of tables throughout this workbook. And some of these worksheets and tables you will never need to work with. Other ones you can actually get in there and manipulate if the property requirements call for that. Let me show you what I mean. For example, down here, if I wanted to, well, I'll give you a perfect example. If I click on the input data screen and I scroll down to the financing section, you can see that he gives me the opportunity to put in information for mortgage 1, mortgage 2, mortgage 3. I can enter a loan rate. Let me jump back over there to the input data. I can fool around with the loan rate, and if I wanted to just jump over to that particular screen, there it is right there. I can click on the interest rates for mortgage 2, mortgage 3. You would do this if you wanted to set up different interest rates for different years. If the interest rate changes after a certain period of time, you have the full functionality to be able to make those changes right here in this screen. For instance, here's the amortization schedule for mortgage 1. Obviously, because I didn't put the information in there, nothing is going to print out, but it could give me a full report on all the different amortization tables for all the different mortgages that are in this program. So let me just wait for my program to, there we go, start responding again. So this is the first screen that I want you to become very comfortable with. If ever you get in any trouble, you don't know where you are, just jump right back here to this main screen, and you'll be able to jump around and get wherever you need. So that's all I want you to understand on the beginning. Make sure you enable the macros. We will go through all of these tabs so you know exactly how they work. But this is the end of video 1. Click on the link for video 2, where I will be going into much more in depth into the input data screen. That's when we really start to get into the program.